Hey, I'm Matt with Meat Church. Let's smoke this maple bourbon turkey and make a fall spiced whiskey sour. Well, welcome back to my outdoor kitchen. We're excited because it's almost Thanksgiving. We have like 24 turkey videos on this channel, so if you don't like this one, we got fried turkey, smoked fried turkey, turkey breast, spatchcock turkey, tons of different flavors. Check out the turkey playlist. Everything is always on meatchurch.com. Recipes down in the description. But what we're gonna teach you today is a traditional turkey. So we're not spatchcocking it. We're going to keep the turkey in its like normal shape, cook it in a roasting pan. It's gonna be delicious. But the key to this is we're gonna use our #1 product in the fall, which is our bird baptism brine. And we're gonna brine this turkey that we bought at H-E-B. So while I pull it out, we can talk about that. So what we've done so far is we've brined this turkey overnight. We took like a medium-sized pot, we put the entire packet of our bird baptism brine in it with some water. I also added a little bit of Buffalo Trace bourbon, my favorite, some grade A maple syrup, heated it up till boiling, so we dissolved everything into it. And then we dumped that in this Yeti loadout bucket, food-safe container. We iced it down, we added the turkey, and we poured enough water to cover that turkey, and we put it in the fridge overnight. Again, this came from H-E-B. It's 12 pounds. And I've said this in last week's spatchcock turkey video. I still brine those turkeys. I have cooked thousands of turkeys. All the feedback from our millions of customers, they do the same thing. It's not too salty. Despite what other people say on the internet, it's great. But choose to brine it or not. I will tell you before we jump in, we've got a special for you guys. We announced it in last week's video. You can get the brine and one of these seasonings, one of these 9 seasonings. These are our most popular turkey seasonings. Today, we're using our all-purpose rub, the Gospel. They're already always on sale on the website, meatchurch.com. You go to the menu, turkey supplies, and you'll see all these combos. They're cheaper bought together, but at checkout, if you use the code MOIST, because I like it moist, you will get an even further discount on this combo through 2025. Because if you didn't know this, people not only cook turkeys for Thanksgiving, but they also do for Christmas, for New Year's. So we're gonna keep it running all year for you guys on the website. So since we brined this turkey overnight, I need to rinse it off and pat it dry before we get onto the seasoning, so I'll be right back. First thing we're gonna do with this turkey is I'm actually going to apply a binder. And if you've watched any of our turkey breast videos, you know that a mayonnaise binder is fantastic on poultry. And again, do not worry. If you've got some sort of aversion to mayonnaise, you're not gonna taste this. It acts as a moisture barrier. It also helps the turkey brown, so it's fantastic. So we're just gonna rub this all over before we season it. All right, once you feel like it's all over, it's time to season. So we're gonna take this glove off so we have a clean hand. And as I mentioned earlier, we've got a lot of seasonings that are really good on turkey. I think honey hog is generally our most popular. Our voodoo is probably the second most popular. If you want a savory turkey, you would go with garlic and herb or holy cow. Our fajita. Gospel, our all-purpose rub, huge favorite of mine. So I'm going to just try to season this kind of as evenly as possible because this is gonna be the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving meal, and you know, you don't need your mother-in-law judging you, so let's get it nice and even. And then we're gonna let this sit here for about 15 minutes. I don't like to season poultry the night before like I like to do with briskets and pork butts and things like that. So this is something that I'm gonna do right before the cook, and when it just looks nice and wet, we're gonna call it good. And I'll be back to talk to you guys about how to smoke it. Let's talk about cooking this turkey. And you know, why would you do this method? I would say this is the most traditional method. It's definitely what I grew up with from my grandmother and then my mom cooking. They typically cooked it in the oven. No, shade to them, but it was typically overcooked if I look back on it because they didn't use instant read thermometers. Most of my family used a little pop-up thermometers in turkeys that you shouldn't rely on because they have been proven not to pop until the 180s. And as you know, poultry is done by 165, so we don't want to go beyond that. But a lot of people just like the look of a traditional turkey on their table, which is why you would go with this sort of look. It's, you know, again, the most traditional. We're actually gonna cook it in a roasting pan today. The benefit of that is that all the juices and stuff that comes out of the turkey, we will catch all of that. We can make turkey gravy with it. We have a recipe for that on meatchurch.com as well, so we'll put that in a card and down below. But we're gonna throw it in the pan and throw it in a Traeger today. I usually smoke my turkeys at 275. I talked about this in last week's video. This is a smoked turkey, so that's why I'm going below 300 degrees. When I say smoking, I try to be between 225 and 275. I think 225 to 270 is too low. I want to get somewhat crispy skin. It would be totally fine to crank this up to 400 if you want. The higher you go, the more you have to pay attention to it. The skin will start to pull back. You can get, you can kind of burn the tips and things like that. We're gonna put aluminum foil on during the cook if we start to see some of that. But if you're trying to smoke, then I wanna leave it in the smoker for a while. That's why I'm doing 275. This will probably take somewhere around 4 hours. If you need it done quicker, you certainly can increase the temperature. And you can also, foil the whole thing if you want at some point during the cook, but we wanna maintain that somewhat crispy skin. So I'm gonna open up the Traeger. Today we're cooking with their oak and whiskey blend pellets. These are whiskey barrel staves. We thought that would go nicely with the buffalo trace that we put in it, so that's what we're using today. Other great choices: hickory, pecan, maple, alder, or fruit woods. So let's load it up and put it in the Traeger. While that turkey's smoking, we should make a holiday cocktail. So let's make a fall spiced whiskey sour. Sounds delicious. Okay, ice in your shaker cup. You need 2 ounces of whiskey, so I'm gonna use the new Sazerac Rye 100, which will definitely hold up in a cocktail. Two and a half ounces of apple cider. We need an ounce of lemon juice. Half an ounce of maple syrup. We're gonna measure this with our heart. And then about a 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. I suddenly feel like my wife. Shake it up. Hey, we're gonna be fancy, and we're gonna go clear ice, made with my Claris ice machine, my favorite birthday present to myself. Garnish it with a little cinnamon stick, 'cause holidays. Ooh, cheers. Ooh, that is quite tasty. The turkey has to be close to getting ready. I'm gonna clear this up and check on it and get it out. Well, it's been 4 hours and 5 minutes and the turkey is ready. Instant read thermometer, as I told you earlier, deepest part of the breast, looking for high 150s. It's 158. Got insulated gloves on. I'm not Superman. And I'm gonna pull the foil off and move the turkey over here out of the pan. But while I'm doing that, I'll tell you what I did was back on the induction burner, I mixed up a stick of butter and some grade A maple syrup. And that's gonna be a little glaze. That's a glaze that I like to use on poultry. I like to use it on salmon. It's super easy. And we could glaze this in the Traeger, but my thought on this was I'm just gonna glaze it now because this is gonna rest for like 30 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing this now and just kind of let it sit on here. This is delicious. Obviously, basting with butter throughout a cook, if that's something you wanna do, nothing wrong with a little grade A maple syrup. This will be a delicious little glaze. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna look really good on your table when it's nice and kind of wet like this. The sheen of that is gonna look pretty, so it's gonna look really appetizing, and it's really gonna be subtle when it comes to the taste addition to it, but it's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna glaze this sucker up, and then we're gonna let it sit and cool down for a bit, and then we're gonna slice it up. Well, we have let this turkey cool down for quite a while. I've enjoyed several of these. 10-10 recommend. I'm gonna change it up from last year. Instead of doing my weird cut off here, I'm a dark meat guy, so we're cutting the leg off. See how we like it. Oh yeah. I'm ready to go. Oh, that flavor. That's one of my favorite flavors yet. Man. That's awesome. That is super juicy, packed with flavor. A little glaze on the end. It is very subtle, not overwhelming. It obviously looks way more pretty than a dry turkey. But I love the gospel seasoning on it. That works. It's not too barbecue-y, even though it's an all-purpose barbecue rub. I think this is a super safe play for your family. It's better than safe play. It's freaking delicious. Very juicy. Love the bird baptism brine. Don't forget, if you want one of the combos, meatchurch.com, code MOIST at checkout to get a discount on the combo, any one of the 9 that you pick. And again, like I said earlier, we've got like 24 turkey videos, so no matter what type of turkey you make, we've got a video for it. All the recipes are on meatchurch.com. This one is down in the description, as well as links to all the stuff that we did today and this cocktail. Like what we're doing, please like and subscribe. We have a treat for you next Wednesday. So get ready. The video next Wednesday, little teaser, might be about one of my most favorite bourbons and a trip to Kentucky. So check that out. Anyway, see you guys next week.